I slapped my mother at my father's funeral. The church was packed with people who loved my father, and I was standing 3 feet away when my mother leaned over his casket to say her final goodbye. When she finished, her face crumbled into a sob so convincing that 2 of my aunts rushed forward to hold her up. I crossed the distance between us in 2 steps and slapped her across the face hard enough to turn her head. The sound echoed off the church walls. My mother stumbled backward into the casket and nearly knocked it off the stand. Someone screamed. My brother grabbed me from behind and dragged me toward the door while my mother touched her cheek with wide, shocked eyes. "Get her out of here!" someone yelled. "She's lost her mind!" The last thing I saw before they pushed me outside was my father's casket sitting crooked on the stand and my mother weeping into my aunt's shoulder. My brother threw me down the church steps and I skinned both of my palms, catching myself on the concrete. I got up and tried to walk back inside and he blocked the doorway with his body. "You're not going back in there," he said. "You're never going near her again." I told him he didn't understand what happened. "I don't care," he screamed. "Dad is dead and you just assaulted Mom in front of everyone." The church doors opened behind him and 2 of my uncles carried my mother out. Her cheek was bright red and she was shaking. She looked at me and started sobbing harder. "Why?" she wailed. "Why would you do this to me today of all days?" I tried to move toward her and my brother shoved me backwards so hard I fell again. "Stay away from her," he yelled. A crowd was forming on the steps now. I could hear people whispering. "That's the daughter," someone said. "She just attacked her at the casket." An old woman I didn't recognize walked up and slapped me across the face. "Shame on you," she said. "Your father was a good man and you ruined his funeral." Nobody stopped her. My sister pushed through the crowd and threw my car keys at my face. "I got these for you," she said. "If you get out of here before the police show up, we might not press charges." I told her I wasn't leaving until someone listened to me. "Listen to what?" she screamed. "You hit a 70-year-old woman in front of 200 people. There's nothing to listen to." 2 police cars pulled up to the church. The officers got out and walked toward me while the crowd parted like I was dangerous. "That's her," my brother said, pointing at me. "She lost her mind and assaulted my mother. I want her arrested." They handcuffed me on the steps of the church where I was baptized while everyone I loved went back inside to say goodbye to my father without me. My lawyer arranged a meeting with the prosecutor the following Monday, and they finally let me explain myself. My mother leaned over the casket, and I was the only one close enough to hear what she whispered. I said, "She told my father's body that she was glad he was dead. She said she hated every single second of their 47-year marriage, and she only stayed for the money." The prosecutor's face didn't change. Then she told him she'd been sleeping with his brother for over 20 years. I could feel my throat tightening, but I kept going. She even snuck off with my uncle before the service and let him have her in the bathroom of the funeral home while my father's body was being prepared in the next room. The prosecutor finally looked up from her notes. Then she stood up and sobbed like her heart was shattered. She faked her grief for 200 people 5 seconds after saying all of that to his dead face. My hands were shaking. My father gave that woman everything. He worked himself to death for her. He worshipped her, and she couldn't even let him rest without disrespecting him one last time. The prosecutor was quiet for a moment. "Is there anyone who can confirm what you heard?" I told her I was the only one close enough. "So it's your word against a grieving widow," she said. "And you struck her in front of 200 witnesses." I nodded. "I don't care if anyone believes me," I said. "I just wanted to do right by my dad." The charges were dropped because my mother didn't want the attention. My siblings still don't speak to me, but I'd slap my mom again if I could.